Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christina. Thank you for joining me today. All right, we are going to be talking about um, how how do I put this? What what's our way forward as a country through the destruction that this current administration, current regime will leave behind when it finally ends. I don't know when that will be. I think we're going to talk about that in another reading, but my guides wanted me to do this reading before I did that reading about when or how or whatever this regime will end. Excuse me. So I'm actually, they just wanted me to use oracle cards today, not actual tarot cards. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm using the Beloved Dead oracle deck. That's what they wanted me to use. I'm not entirely sure why. And I'm also using the storytelling deck by Libby from Meister Tarot, and I'm going to link this below in the description box and link her channel as well, either in the comments. So you can take a look at that. Those are the only two. I might use my yes or no deck. I do have a yes or no deck here that I made, inspired by Libby to do so. But those are the only decks I'm going to use, just oracle decks today. So let's get into it. I'm going to start out with the Beloved Dead oracle, and we're going to get started. So come on down. Okay. What is our path forward through the destruction that the Orange Man's administration is creating? And I know I didn't say it earlier, but this is for entertainment purposes only. We are entertaining ideas. This is the player card. I'm not sure what this is referring to. I'm going to put that back in the deck. As I was saying, we're entertaining ideas and sharing opinions. We're having a discussion, and we're reading oracle cards and tarot cards here. So we're not doing any big things around here right now. All right. What is our path forward through the destruction that is being created in this country by the current regime, current administration? Spirit, what's our path forward? What do we need to do? Time. I'm not familiar with all the cards in this deck, so I'm just kind of going to be reading these really intuitively. I haven't looked at the meanings or anything. It's going to take patience. We're, as many people have said, we're going to have to do a lot of rebuilding, because it's almost like our country on an energetic level has been raised, like when a building implodes or a whole city is blown up or whatever. Energetically, that's kind of what I'm feeling. The state of the country is. It's going to take time to get to a point where we have rebuilt, where things are in a better state, where we do have a functioning country, a functioning government, a functioning economy. So it's going to take a lot of patience on all our parts, really. Let's see what else we get. Spirit Throne. We have to let spirit take the lead on this. We have to spirit, God, universe, um, whatever you want to call it, you know, whatever spiritual power, excuse me, or higher power you believe in, you have to let them take the lead. We have to let them take the lead on this. We are not going to have all the answers. We are not going to know how to fix all of this. And when I say we, I mean everybody. I mean normal, regular, everyday people like you and me. I mean politicians, you know, those who haven't been compromised and who are, you know, still um, committed to the good things that that America is known for. Um, you know, it's out of our hands. All we can do is ourselves is listen and be guided by spirit as we move forward. So let's see, what is it? What else do we have to know? Act of love. Yes or no? And the way we move forward is through acts of love. It's through acts of love, through acts of compassion, through acts of charity towards others. Um, and those are the types of things that um, that our country is built upon. Even though we have a history of hate and racism and theft and all sorts of things at our foundation, the principles that really sustain us are the principles of love and compassion and charity and taking care of your fellow man, freedom. I mean, that's why we have people coming here. We've had people coming here from other countries for so long, legally or illegally. You know, I'm not going to get into that debate. So I'm going to go to the storytelling deck right here. Bottom of the deck, optimism. It's very easy when things are as bleak as they are right now. It's very easy to be in a place where you're expecting the worst. But what this card spirit is saying, it behooves us to try to keep a positive mindset, understanding that things are not ideal right now. You know, not saying that they are, not trying to be Pollyanna about things, but trying to maintain a sense and a hope that even though things aren't great right now, they're going to be better tomorrow, and they're going to be better the day after that, and they're going to be better the day after that. And you might have to take it just one day at a time, or 1 hour at a time, or 1 minute at a time, because there are so many terrible things going on. But it's trying to keep the hope, keep the faith, and trying to find that beauty and optimism, find things in your everyday life that are beautiful and that do fill you with hope and optimism and happiness, because those are the things that are going to sustain you and the rest of us in the long haul. Okay, I'm gonna go to the storytelling deck. Let's see, where am I at time wise? 9 minutes 33 seconds. I'm trying to do shorter videos, and I'm sort of succeeding, because I know people don't like listening to long, yammering readings. I do, but I know that other people don't. Okay. So Spirit, what's the first thing, the first step on this path forward, um, after this administration is over? What's going to happen on this journey? Show me. Feminine energy. Feminine energy is leading us. Feminine energy is leading us. I don't know who specifically this is. If there's time, I'll find out. But feminine energy is leading us. Also, and I mean that both as in, you know, people in the public eye who identify as feminine. So our politicians, Harris, AOC, Crockett, our judges, Chutkin, I forgot Tammy Duckworth earlier, Sotomayor, Ketanji Brown Jackson, these individuals. Um, I mean that, but I also mean the feminine energy of receptivity, care, compassion, nurturing, rather than what we're dealing with now, which is war, ego, um, war and ego. I think that covers a lot of things, quite frankly. Um, Vying for power, fighting, just in general, fighting, combative energy. See what else. The coward card, the chicken. This was kind of came out in reverse in the deck. And I'm going to take this in the reverse as Trump. The feminine energy is overcoming this cowardly chicken taco, orange man energy. Faith and trust. Having faith, having trust, which are also, I would say, um, more of feminine energy than masculine, really feminine or neutral, I would say. But having faith, having trust that, yeah, we're gonna get over the hurdle, we're gonna get through this. Again, in order to do that, you have to let spirit take the wheel. Things work not in our timing but in God's timing, in the universe's timing, which divine timing, which it may not be as quick as we want it to be. It may not be as fast as we want it to be. But that doesn't mean that things aren't happening just because we don't see them happening or we don't see evidence of them happening. What else? Slow. There you go, right there. Things are going to go slowly. Things are going to go slowly. It's, they say Rome wasn't built in a day, and the United States isn't going to be rebuilt overnight either. We're not going to go to bed one night, all of us, and then wake up and everything is either A, back to normal, whatever normal really is, or B, just magically fixed, like you're just waving a magic wand. That's not going to happen. It's going to take time, it's going to take energy, it's going to take faith and trust and patience. It's going to take patience. Gossip secrets. There could be some information that is leaked as we move. I feel like after the Orange Man leaves office, whether he is 25th amendmented. I think it is. I know I just made up a word with amendmented. If he's 25'd, or I'll just say that if he's 25'd, or if he goes to the Great McDonald's in the sky, or wherever, whatever, however, I feel like as after that occurs and he's no longer in office, more and more things are going to leak out, probably slowly, kind of like a slow leak, like a slow air leak on your tire, consistently but slowly. Things will leak out. We'll hear things. We'll know about what's really been happening in the White House since January 20th. I maintain that it has been mass chaos in that building since January 20th, since the inauguration. I don't think that anybody who works in there or who works in Washington has had a day of peace since then. And I don't know that, and afterwards, I don't think that they're going to have a day of peace either, because they're going to be cleaning house, literally. Cleaning house, cleaning Congress, not literally as in like vacuuming, but there's going to be a changeover in our representation. Angry. There are going to be a lot of angry people. This gossip is going to make a lot of people angry. I'm getting the MAGA base. They're already unhappy, and we're going to talk some about the MAGA base later. They're already unhappy with their dear leader. Some of them, not all, some of them, and there's going to be, of course, a faction that is true blue, MAGA faithful, and they will be till the day they die. And all the changes that are going to be made, they're going to be against. They're going to be angry, but they're going to be angry about the secrets that are leaked, even though they may be true. They're going to be angry about that. They're going to be angry about the new administration, however that looks. We don't know quite yet. We don't know at all, actually. People have suspicions. People have wishes, opinions, desires, but we don't know what that's going to be. But there are going to be a lot of angry people all over for different reasons. Let's see, what else? Stop. Okay. What else? What about stop? What does the stop refer to? Stop growth, communication. Oh, I'm sorry. Stop growth and communication. I think the stop card is about putting an end to the corruption in Washington, that has gotten out of hand and that's grown out of hand. That it now kind of has a mind of its own. Communication card I'm getting with the media too, the corruption and the connection between politics and the media. That is a big pain point for quite a few people. We don't have a free media. That's one thing that I know people are angry about. They're getting their information from other individuals, from tarot readers, quite frankly. Like I say, all this is for entertainment purposes only. It may as it, it's not the news. However, we are getting answers. We are sharing information. We are getting. I was about to say getting secrets. Not getting secrets. trying to uncover secrets on our own because we can't trust the traditional media to do it for us. So we have to turn to other sources of information, to other forms of media, which thank God we do have those, that we do have podcasting and all of those sorts of things, and people who still, journalists who are independent and are interested in doing good work, good journalism, and keeping people informed. Um, but this sort of thing, the way the media has gotten out of hand, that is having to stop. Um, I feel like public media, public broadcasting, NPR. I feel like all that will be reinstated, refunded, and not reinstated because it hasn't disappeared, but I know that the funding has disappeared. I think that will be back, will return. Again, this is something that's going to have to take time. Destruction, breakdown of traditional media. Things like CNN are going to fall apart. Fox News falling apart. MSNBC falling apart. The only thing that might stick around, honestly, is C-SPAN. I think C-SPAN. Love, heart. There's that love again. We talked about the act of love. In this destruction and breakdown, we have to decide yes or no. This card here, the larger card, it says act of love, yes or no. Are we going to choose to act out of love and act out of compassion and goodwill towards our fellow man, or are we going to continue on the path that we've been on? The path that we've been on can't be maintained. It won't be maintained. That's not what spirit wants. It's not how the universe operates. It can't. It can't go on. We really have no choice but to choose love. However, we have to make a choice. We have to decide what it is what type of nation do we want to be? Do we want to be known for this? Do we want to be known for hatred and anger and division and racism, or do we want to be known for love? A decision has to be made. I'm going to take a couple more cards. Difficult messaging. I just got the Emperor has no clothes. Court jester. The Emperor is a court jester. Foolish. It's going to be hard. Whoever and whatever our leadership is going to ask a great deal of us with this act of love, yes or no card. Our leadership is going to ask, our new leadership after the Orange Man leaves, is going to ask a lot of us by asking us to choose love. And a lot of people are going to be angry. A lot of people are going to be angry about it. Because they want things to remain as they were. Because things remaining as they were good for them, good for those individuals, but not for everybody. And those individuals, they are going to have to choose. They're going to have, I feel, a day of reckoning, individually, as individuals, days of reckoning as individuals, and they're going to have to choose for sure We all have to choose. And the only way that we all move forward and we all choose love is if we all individually choose love in our own lives. If we treat those around us the way we would want to be treated, to quote the Bible, um, if we take care of our neighbors, regardless of their political affiliation, regardless of who they voted for, doesn't matter who they voted for. It's going to be hard, and it's going to be harder for some than others, but it's something that has to be done. Okay, I'll just take two more because I'm at 25 minutes. Two more cards. The people, the majority, and last card. Too many cards. In or out? Out or in? In or out, out or in? What I want to say partially is that the people who are not watching my videos and who are not watching, Libby's videos or Susan Lynn's videos or Dr. Lena's videos or whomever else, they're gonna have to kind of decide, are they out or in? Are they for this country and for the values are that the founding fathers stood for? And granted, like I said in another video, not all of them were great values, but there are a lot that were, and they are the good things that exist in America. Are they for that or are they against that? Are they in or are they out? Not really sure what the overseas travel card is. But I kind of feel like that's a decision they have to make. Nobody's forcing anybody out, but some individuals may feel like they're being forced out by the woke liberals and all of that you hear about, that rhetoric. But it is we the people. All of this is about we the people. And do they want to be a part of we the people? If they want to be a part of we the people, that means they may have to abide by some things that they don't necessarily like or don't necessarily want. They may not be able to just gun down people when they feel like it, whenever they feel like it. They may not be able to just see somebody who looks Hispanic and decide that they're gonna terrorize them, because that type of behavior is not going to fit in with where we're going. It's not going to fit in with the love, with the act of love. Yes or no? It's not going to work. So I feel like they're going to have some proverbial come to Jesus moments amongst themselves, really. Are they out or are they in? That's actually not where I expected that to end. But that is where I'm going to leave it. So this was a fairly interesting reading, food for thought type of reading. But I hope you found it helpful. I hope you found it interesting. I hope that it sparks some conversation. And in the meantime, if you want to have some conversations with me about it, you can reach me either in the comment section below. You can reach me via email or on Instagram. My information for contacting me is in the description box below. And that's about it. I hope that you've enjoyed the reading. Thank you for being with me today, and I will talk to you soon. Oops, sorry. I was supposed to stop the video and I didn't. For entertainment purposes only.